ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Team Bahamas finished in a tie for 20th at the 2014 IAAF World Indoor Championships in Poland. That was thanks to a gold, actually a silver medal from Chris Brown and a bronze medal from Shawnee Miller. And according to head coach Rupert Gardner, that's quite an achievement considering how much time our athletes dedicate to the indoor circuit.
You know, we're not used to indoors when it comes to this part of the world in the Caribbean region. And when you look down in the European, it's the #1 sports indoor. We could get more of the Caribbean, especially in the Bahamas, to put down indoor track and introduce it to the country. You'll see more of our athletes compete indoors. Matter of fact, a lot of our athletes compete indoors because, you know, when our athletes go to college away, they run indoors, especially in the cold weather. So if we could do something like that during the off season, just instead of having off events and just have an indoor track, we'd have a lot of athletes competing indoors.
Still talking track and field, the Government Secondary School Sport Association Senior Championships have taken over the old Thomas A. Robinson Stadium the past 2 days. Charles Fisher stopped by earlier today and he filed this report.
It's a two-team race between the 10-time defending champs C.L. Walker Knights and the leaders after day one, the C.V. Bethel Stingrays. Coach Rupert Gardner not surprised with a 35-point lead.
Always the first day we come out strong. Now the second day we really have to put the pressure on them because, you know, C.L. Walker have a good comeback in the second day. I think, I would say we're not cushioned. But the events like the 200 meters, we are good in the sprints and we have some good distance runners, and our relay team's got to perform well. Now on the field, we're getting good performance and good results on the field, which is good. So now all we got to do is just hold on. If I beat him by half a point, I beat him.
Yes, he's referring to Coach Fordham Bristol Knights, who's not pushing the panic button.
I tell people that day one always be C.R. Walker weak area in the sense of sprinting. You know, I mean, C.R. Walker as a school would try to get the holistic track and field body together. We try to, you know, follow like how SAC does. SAC have a complete track and field which consists of sprinting, middle distance and throwing. So C.R. Walker, you know, schools them build up their team of sprinters, and the first day has a lot of sprint events, including the 100-meter hurdles, the 100 meters and stuff, and the 4x1. So to be a little down on the first day is nothing new to C.R. Walker.
10 times the Knights have hoisted the overall trophy, something he says has taken determination.
It's been a very, very long run, and one of the biggest things in being a champion is staying on top. So I could tell them if they do get on top, I wonder if they could go as long as we go.
Gardner believing that they have put in the off-season work to finally end that run.
We work hard from September when school first opened. We identify a lot of our top athletes in the school. And when we have a teacher who came on board, Kevin Edgecombe from R&B Senior Master, and he's really, really into track. And with Ms. Fox, our principal, and the staff in the school, and the P department, and the teachers, and the students, we all come together. It's all a team effort.
For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
All right, thanks a lot, Charles. Now we can tell you that all the points have been tallied and the C.R. Walker Knights have been dethroned. The C.V. Bethel Stingrays won with 631.5 points. The Knights were a ways back in second with 568. Well, offensive production is always a big key when it comes to softball at the international level. However, that doesn't mean that every swing has to be of the long ball variety, and that's exactly the mentality which is being instilled in our young men's national team as they get set to travel to a CAC qualifier next month in Colombia.
The game plan for the Bahamas has changed to one of speed, one of hit and run, one of bunt, advancing the runner, trying to get one run in inning. It's the most important thing. We do not have the power, all right, and it's difficult in these tournaments to hit with power. And although we have some ball players that can hit the long ball, we're advising them to hit the doubles and the triples rather than the home runs, because the big swing you can get strikeout also. So we are not encouraging free swinging, but we are trying to get persons to make contact. Contact is the most important thing at this time, so we can get our hit and run game going.
We have to keep the small ball approach. It's critical when we play at that level, at international level, that you know, the big blow is not, you can't play for that. It's not going to come. If it comes, great, but you got to prepare for it and play the small ball tactic.
The New Providence Women's Basketball Association back on the parquet floor last night at the Donald Davis Gym with its best of 3 semifinals. It was win or go home for both the Super Value Sidewalk Queens and the Johnson Truckers, and neither team stayed alive to play another day. The Queens fell 59-52 to the Career Builders Cheetahs, while the Johnson Truckers, they went down to the Bombardier Operators 77-71. The best of 5 championship between the Cheetahs and Operators, that will get underway on Tuesday night back at the Donald Davis Gym. The Caribbean Sports Agency has made a name for itself when it comes to junior basketball in the country, and the success all stems from the dedication of coach Marvin Henfield.
We have a great core of 8, 9, 10-year-olds, you know, and the whole thrust of our program is very simple. 3 things. I mean, one of the things we want to do is obviously put life change principle from the Word of God and the athletes that we train. We're a faith-based, non-profit basketball academy. Secondly, we want to develop their God-given talent for the sport, and thirdly, we want to inspire them to use it to get a free college education. And presently, we have a little under 2 dozen kids that we have that are playing college basketball that are on some form of scholarship, either full or partial scholarship, competing in the game of basketball and using this sport to advance their educational pursuits.
Coach Ron Rogers is doing all in his power to take amateur boxing to the next level here in the Bahamas, and through his Strikers Boxing Club, he believes that can happen.
We're trying to get our fighters much higher and better caliber fighters to fight. Because the Olympics is in a couple of years and we want to be ready for it. So it should be pretty good. We actually fought in December. We fought one of the Silver Gloves champions in December and did very well. In fact, we pretty much beat him up. And then we were just around the Cayman Islands fighting the #1 fight in the Caribbean. We lost by decision, but we had him rocked twice, first round and the 3rd round. So it shows the standard on level we're at right now. Then after that, we're sending a crew, 3 fighters, up to Golden Gloves Championships in 26th of this month, of March. Then we have Canada coming down in May. And before Canada, we have Nigeria coming in. Their combat team's actually coming in. So we're trying to step the level up each time we fight in order to get these boys prepared for the Olympics.
The Queens College Comets junior girls got their first taste of action in the 2014 BAISS private school soccer season earlier this week with a 5-0 home win over Aquinas, and they are looking for similar success moving forward.
I'd like to see us get the championship and execute all our goals, as in just scoring and finishing and executing all our passes and direct passes.
Who do you see as a threat to the Comets this year?
St. Andrews. St. Andrews is a definite threat.
Always tough.
Yes, sir.
What do you guys have to do in order to be through in there?
We have to make sure our team has chemistry, just work hard and remember all our goals and just keep on passing and just do what we have to do.
And that will do it for sports, but don't go anywhere, there's more to come after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.